I'ma bust it on my shit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it on my shit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it on my shit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it on my shit. I'ma have to bust it.
Yeah, but it's big tit all about my 6 figures. Tryna make it 7 flippers and blow it with my sisters. You know I've been ridiculous, I got them big schemes. Ain't never seen a deal like me, only in these wet dreams. Fucking pissy cunts, you know how I rip it up. Still reppin' that naughty cut, cause I'm a real naughty cunt. All about my business, so cause bullshit walking money talk. So if you ain't about it, bread, I suggest you don't piss me off. Tell me what I gotta know, tell me where that wallang at. You know it ain't off for show, I'm putting the mob on the map. We can just go back to back and rap get paid for that. 046 and big bad box, yeah, you know you like that.
I'm trying to get rich like Elon, put the whole hood on the map like everywhere. Eyes in the future, price sheet better there, don't be stupid. Day ones everywhere, paid exclusives. Like why would I leave with my cup half full? Come up from housing, street smart, gotta keep done it, we up now, full no fouling. Made it from nothing, there's something I'm pumping. Going hard on the beat like crumping. Like look at the flick of the wrist, I be getting the bread and we taking the shit. I feel the vibe and I'm paying the script. Had to be different, tell them we did. We at the top now, counting the yellow and green, handle it elegantly.
They live in envy when they see us on the screen. But if you really want it, then you gotta pay a fee. Cause we still rollin' with my guys, yeah, that's the team. Get what you're giving, cause this shit don't come for free. They live in envy when they see us on the screen. But if you really want it, then you gotta pay a fee. Cause we still rollin' with my guys, yeah, that's the team. Get what you're giving, cause this shit don't come for free.
The cost to be the boss, rockin' the cost down to the socks. Yeah, we them crocodiles, in the water gunning flocks. This shit be crazy cuz, come look what we did. You think this shit it came for free, I'm busy pumping out this beat. The way we been cuz never change, cause I set us up, now we the big time in this game. I'm stuck on my grind like Tony Hawk, yeah, this that shit that can't be taught. I'm running the ball like never before, see in my eyes, they seen it all.
If we stop dropping all this music, all of us is gonna flop. Good thing my mama spoke to me and said to never stop. This music's reaching out to people, not just from the block. I can't see like hide and seek, but I got on them socks. Catch me in your area, walk and run like a local. Don't got no enemies, just people that want my vocals. People send me merch like letters up in the postal. My baby got the best, I'm tapping it like a oval.
They live in envy when they see us on the screen. But if you really want it, then you gotta pay a fee. Cause we still rollin' with my guys, yeah, that's the team. Get what you're giving, cause this shit don't come for free. They live in envy when they see us on the screen. But if you really want it, then you gotta pay a fee. Cause we still rollin' with my guys, yeah, that's the team. Get what you're giving, cause this shit don't come for free.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second game of the inaugural VPRL Magic Round. What a game we have. Both teams playing here. Them being the New Zealand Renegades and the Northern Marlins. Joining me in the box tonight, fellow Thunder teammate Luke Driscoll. Driscoll, what a game we've got on our hands here.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Tyrone. I'm really interested in this game. Can the Renegades bounce back? The Marlins played really well in their last game, so I think they've got their tails up. It should be a really close matchup, one would think, but only time will tell as we watch teams take the field.
And obviously the Renegades looking to bounce back after that very poor outing versus Central losing the lead. The Marlins, they showed great fight, but just wasn't today, obviously losing to the best team in the competition around this Saturday, Western Sydney Bulls. And if I was to give a tip here, I would be tipping the Marlins, but you never know. As we get underway, proceedings is the strongest man in football, Mark Henry, takes it up. And Driscoll, what are the Marlins going to have to do in order to try and break down this Renegades team?
Well, I think the trick to getting around the Renegades would have to be their edges. They're pretty strong up front, so their edges are going to look really flimsy in terms of if you try to out-muscle them, which what we're seeing the Marlins try to do now, and they're still stuck within their 20, that's just not going to cut the cheese. So you're going to really have to try and get around those edges.
Got a good kick from Caleb J, and Sonny Tai takes it. He will run into opposition half, and What a start this is for the Renegades. Great defensive set. They're getting try goal on the ball. And the strongest man in football, Mark Henry, just sits him down. Shows no mercy as the Renegades looking to get into the red zone for the first time as Akatang, 25 out, 4th tackle, Renegades. Looking dangerous, keen up the middle. They're going to have field position. They're going to have one play and a potential kick. Will be Rivers. Oh, he drops the ball. Oh, that was what you have to see. Pretty poor red to the second.
That was really poor. They certainly got the early chance. They did a really good defensive set against the Marlins, and then what do we get to see after that is a really poor kick opportunity there taken. As we get to see Hellier there get past one and get past up to the fullback. That's a good stress reliever to help them get out of their end. As we get to see Caleb J now. Oh, and he's thrown it. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Tried that one pass too many of them to say. Ty McCartney, they're on the money as per usual. Down the short side, another Rivers. There's 4 of them out there. It's hard to tell who's in. It's going to be a good one tonight for them. That is Kobe Kelly. Gives it off to another Rivers. They're everywhere at this point. 3rd tackle now, 20 out. Kobe Kelly. Can't get too far, great drive. 4th tackle, 15 out. Renegades been on top so far in the first 5 minutes. Last goal to ground. As the Renegades now holding down, unlucky not to get a 6 again in the last 15 out. Back it goes. Kick, bomb. Short of the line, great bomb. Even better take from the Marlins captain, but again, Driscoll, the Marlins are going to have to work it out from their own end.
I think that their own demons at this point coming out from their own end of the attack has been very lackluster, and you have to wonder what it needs to get them out of their own end, and how long can they survive this pressure that's being provided. And as we see there, Jack Carl's on a race away, and he gets it up past the 30-metre line, 4th tackle. If the pressure keeps sustained, you think there would be. Oh my God! And now Ryan Wilson's taking a run through. The Marlins make them look silly here. Hopefully we get a good kick here and they get to relieve some pressure, which does come off. They've gone for the 40-20 sort of angle, but it's caught there by Bula Khalili. I can't pronounce that one. Good luck with that. Anyway, back onto you.
As we get to see Sonny Tyre Jr. Great run. Second tackle over the 40. Captain's run. Goes. Kobe Kelly. Can't do anything on halfway. 3rd tackle now. Go to the left-hand side. Jimmy the Jet. Oh! Fens run off. Sends him through. Shot. 4th tackle. Goes. Keen. The world's strongest footballer. There it goes. Rubbers wasn't called a knock on, gets the offload to Kobe Kelly. More into the set, but you'd have to say what it was looking like. They did rescue it a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, they did manage to get it into their end. He's got flipped the ball. It's ricocheted off there. Obviously not played at, so well called by the ref there. And yeah, just they tried it. Didn't work. They've tried it again. At least this time it wasn't counted as a knock-on.
Now we get to see the Marlins making it down the sideline, Spencer. Bit of nifty work, gets to halfway. Now the Marlins get into their gears. They start grinding, but no, the world's strongest footballer. Oh, he goes backwards. Just not what you'd have come to expect as Lachlan Martin sits one down on their backside. 6 again. Oh, that's just the coach killer for the Renegades. So looking so dangerous, but giving away the 6 again. See Eddie Oliver spanked. Absolutely spanked. Davis. Marlins. They've had a lot of ball, but haven't been able to do anything from a 3rd tackle. They're going to try and go down the short side.
And this is the first time we've seen Marlins in their end, isn't it?
Yeah, you get to see Lucas Deuce. Shallow bomb though. Very shallow bomb. O'Callaghan takes it, and Frisbee, you'd have to say that was well diffused by the Renegades.
Yeah, very, very short, shallow bomb there. Not really contested there by the outside backs of the Renegades. So Marlins, sorry. So the Renegades just get a free lift up the field here, and as we see, third tackle and 35 out.
We get to see they're spreading it to the right hand side. Jimmy the Jet takes it 5 short of halfway, fourth tackle. Still 0-0 here, 13 minutes gone. The second game of Magic Renegades. We get to see the Renegades, fifth and last now, inside Marlins territory. Good kick down to Cam Hellier. Hellier steps one, but unable to get past the kick chase of the Renegades. First tackle now is Caleb J. Throws a flat ball. Referee says play on. Have to agree with him, but white margin almost. Goes out. Deuce. And the fullback on the outside, I think to believe, but chose to run it himself. Now it goes out to Davis. Davis gets the offload. Shea Hardy gives it to Lachlan Martin. The Marlins tries to razzle-dazzle Footy, fourth tackle. It's going to go. Deuce runs it himself. Probably could have passed, but opted to take it himself yet again. Fifth and last. Out to Shea Hardy. Great kick. What can the Renegades do? They step one. And you have to say Driscoll, they were quite unlucky there.
Yeah, well, look, what we're seeing now is a good old arm wrestle. You know, we're 16 minutes in, and we're yet to see points on the board as we get to see Rivers there with the offload and defend. Gives it to McCartney, and McCartney drags it over the 50-metre line. They might, if they can get a break somewhere here, they might even get themselves into an attacking kick position, but that gets diffused very quickly. As the commentators curse, hits me there as we get to see Jimmy the Jet now taking a nice little hit up into the Marlins half.
Fifth and last there. Goes back to Akatake into the charge down. They're going to do a charge down, set restart, 7 tackles for the Renegades. Got off the hook there as they spread it out to this right-hand side. Breaks their left bullet. First tackle now, 40 out. Akatake drives and drives further into Marlins territory.
Interestingly enough, Akatake has been one of those standout performers for the Renegades this season so far. Really can't fault any of his performances, whether the Renegades win or lose. He's been a real standout. I think they've chosen wisely with him at half.
I'd have to agree with that one. As goes out to Sonny Tyre. He's unable to do anything. Great set here for the Renegades. Can they finish it off? It's a bomb, perfectly weighted. Tap back, John McCartney.
Wow, he prepped for that hit for sure. I thought for all money that we were about to see a McCartney try. Speaking of Akatake, McCartney has also been an amazing player so far this year for the Renegades. For all money, I thought that was going to be a try, but the defence was well up to that challenge and certainly drove him back before he could even get close to the line.
That is all poor play. Rivers, will he go in? There's no one there. Rivers
Oh.
there. Oh, that is just poor play. 3 of them got done on the one tackle. That is.
They've taken themselves out. They've taken themselves out of that tackle. Big Mark Henry at the back just dropped him off the tackle and allowed him to stroll on in and score right next to the posts.
For 6-0, first points of the game have come, and it's come the Renegades' way. And just what you have to say for the Renegades, they had to.
Yeah, well, like we've seen they scored first against the Thunder, didn't they? Now that I have to think about So, but you would think that they'd want to fix that up and score a lot more points. Back end of the second half might be an issue. From memory, there was 3 tries scored in the last 15 minutes against the Thunder. So, all good and well, they're out in the lead, but I don't think the Marlins are out of it yet.
Oh, definitely not. With the score in the game, like try, anyone can still win it as up attack. Gets the fender over the 40-metre line. Strong run. So they're going to hold it up. Out to receding. We're having some technical difficulties here. Sorry, as Sonny Ty Jr. now. We're all good. 5th and last. Just over halfway. It's going to go out towards Akate. Kick down to the wing. On Jack Carl. He steps one. Will he get past? Captain, no. Sonny Ty wins the battle. Off the captain. Marlins trying to wrap it up here. Better field position for that to say. Second tackle now. Gallagher.
Certainly a lot more momentum happening.
Driven back. This Renegades defense, it's skyrolling. It's a better response from the 42 points I conceded last week. Goes. Caleb J kicks it down. Where's the winger? Oh, the winger's leaving it. The winger goes out.
What was he staring at? Was there something on the ground? Because he wasn't paying attention to the football.
Got him a little too excited, got him distracted. Now, Driscoll, we'd have to say Marlins, prime opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to strike back next. Certainly get that opportunity with, I'm not sure what the shiny thing was that he was staring at the ground, but here we are.
As third tackle, 30 out. There you go. Spreading it to Davis. Davis will push drive. Close to the 20-metre line. Fourth tackle, they're going to spread it. Oh, they get in each other's way. They're going to put Walker on. Oh, come on. They just can't do anything right.
Yes, this first half really hasn't been kind to the Marlins thus far. I wouldn't say they've been playing badly, but they're not playing up to their capacity. I think they can play a lot better than what we're seeing so far.
As we see the Renegades now. Their tackle. It's going to go. Rivers. One. As it goes over halfway. Fourth tackle. Another Rivers. Takes it. Fifth and last. Inside. Marlins half. It's going to go back. Callahan, great kick, goes down to Hellier's wing. Hellier returns, and we've come to expect that play from Hellier, just not doing that.
Yeah, no, it reminds me of a certain Thunder winger that happens to. Yeah, no, he didn't really take the chance to try to get around him, just took the tackle. I mean, the ball was safe, and now we get to see the Marlins coming out of their own end.
Try the short side play as well. Whoa! Where is the Hooker going? He's basically into the changing rooms at this point. He's off with the fairies. He doesn't know where he is.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
That's unfortunate. Well, I guess that's just justice for what happened with the Renegades down the other end after the kick.
As now, we get to see one of the Rivers, second tackle. Jai McCartney. Rossini straight through.
Oh, he's throwing the offload straight to Davis.
It's going to be like that anyway. It's going to be like
that was some quick thinking from the player who was expecting to get the ball to tackle the player who caught it.
Throwing too many passes, not just the Renegades, it's just both teams, I'd have to say. Rossini now takes it inside the 40, first tackle. Renegades have a prime opportunity to go multiple scores ahead here. Goes down to Bullock Ali and Jack Carl there in defence. Second tackle. Spread it to the left-hand side. Kobe Kelly short to Jimmy the Jet. Renegades. Third tackle now, 30 out. Only 10 minutes to go here. Short ball. Very crafty. Moy Taysa, fourth tackle. It's going to go. Recedi. Casano drops the ball backwards, says the referee. It's out of time. What offload?
Wow.
What are they going to call for?
Oh. I did not know what happened then, but okay. We get to see this restart. Jeez. This is some hair-pulling stuff as we get to see there. I believe that's Roland who was in number 11 from memory.
Both teams should just try to hold onto the ball for a set of as
never mind.
Kobe Kelly, he's going to be short a metre out. Oh, that looked dangerous. They're going to go. Take. He's going to drive for the line. He's going to be on his back. He's going to try. And for once, the referee. You don't normally see it these days, referees. But once they got it right there, is the Renegades will take it 10 metres out, fourth tackle. Casado out to Rivers, out to Recedi. He'll be taken down 3 metres short, fifth and last. They're going to try something here. Grubber, attack!
Oh, wow. Yeah, look, I remember saying at the start that how long can the Marlins defence handle this pressure, and now we're seeing the results of that now at the back end of this first half, where there's holes in the line, there's some tired legs out there, and Akatank with a beautiful kick there to Casano, and all he had to do was pick it up and put it over the line. That was super simple, as we get to see Jai McCartney now turn his 10-point lead into 12.
Yeah, sure. He definitely does. 12 0. See the Renegades. Less than 8 minutes to go. It's the first half. It's the Marlins making too many errors. I think they're their own worst enemy, to be honest. If you feed the Renegades opportunity, you're going to get punished for it. You've clearly seen the Renegades have a 12-point lead. And we get to see Marlins kick it off. The Renegades looking to put on a good set of 6 after scoring points is a try scorer. Casado takes a hitter over the 20-metre line. The Renegades here, just long ball pass, Sunny Tile, gets the offload out to Jimmy the Jet, bends one off, gets the Mahara Oluwalu. This is great play from the Renegades. They are steamrolling their way through this loopy pass. Just has to take it himself on the halfway line. Third tackle goes left hand side. Oh, great fend off there. Inside Marlins territory, and that was a great tackle there. Got them out of probably attacking kick opportunities. Arcantay just kicks it down to Jack Carl. What can he do? What can the captain do? He steps one! Can't get past Sunny Kai Jr. though. Oh, Bristol. That looked dangerous from the captain.
Yeah, Sunny certainly has Carl's number at this point, but now we get a 6 again, so maybe a bit of relieving pressure. But first tackle, if you're going to give away a 6 or 10, again, do it on the first tackle. But as we're seeing, there is a lot of tired legs out there for the Marlins because the amount of meters being made, but now we're seeing the same back here for Renegades. So hopefully they can get it up the other end, and hopefully they can clear this deficit down to 6.
As we see it offload on the terminal. Third tackle, 40 out. This is looking a lot better from the Marlins. They just have to hold on to the ball for the rest of the set. I mean, that is holding on to the ball, but it's not really expansive. As Mahana Waluwalu does the exact same thing, but gets a step on, driven back. Terrible, terrible end to the set there. Caleb J puts in a kick. As the Renegades might be their last opportunity here of the first half. We'll have to see what happens as McCartney had a guy short on the right, but chose to run it himself. Second tackle. It's going to go. Flat ball. Referee calls play off. That was marginal for my liking. Well, it was marginal because Collins left it on. It's a 7-tackle set. Didn't even notice until just now. The Marlins, it's just compounding in their faces. The Renegades up to the 40. Second tackle. It's going to be spread out here to Jimmy the Jet, who is lined up on the left-hand side this time. Great run, third tackle. And the Marlins driving them back. They'll get another opportunity in this half, but it won't be much. As now we get to see Architect get it out to Keane. Okay, just came back on the field, 5th and last. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Architect, great kick. He's been superb today. There's Jack Carl. Oh, great defense.
You really have to say the Renegades' attack and defence as a whole unit in this half have been almost spot on. They've kept the Marlins down the other end, and when they've been given the perfect opportunity, they've scored tries.
Absolutely is. The first half will ring out here as we're going to get one more playoff. Eddie Oliver just takes it up. And at half time, Renegades lead.
Do you love watching Virtual Pro Rugby League? Do you enjoy the content, the quality of production, the comprehensive website features? Maybe you just enjoy immersing yourself in your own virtual world. Introducing VPRL on Patreon. Show your support for the league by joining the team. With 2 tiers to choose from, Premium and VIP, we've got exclusive perks and benefits on offer for you, our community. Behind the scenes, real people invest real time and energy to bring Virtual Pro Rugby League to life. It's a team effort that requires major commitment. From content creation, game recording and editing, league admin, and more. Your pledge of support not only helps keep the league running, you also play a crucial part in the innovation and growth of the league. Your support helps fund giveaways, monthly upkeep, broadcast production, and much more. So check out VPRL on Patreon and join the team today.
Check out playvprl.com, the official website of Virtual Pro Rugby League. Easy to use, the VPRL website features news, stats, results, tipping, player profiles, and more. Create your player's story and shape your career with player bios. See how your players' stats rank among the league's best. With content dropping daily, be sure to check out VPRL News. Join our tipping comp and see how you rank on the leaderboard. And our exciting VPRL fantasy project is in development. Stay tuned. Play VPRL.com. Visit and sign up now.
Oh my... Okay. Lucky I went to school. This one is called Numula Ultra Instinct Microscopolopithecus Thecaphagus Canolocetus.
Fuck me. Immunoletramic Crossopsilla volcanus. Yeah, nah.
Pneumolotymiloscopsilla volcanosis.
Pneumolotramic Crossopixil volcanosis. Nah, I'm not getting that.
Yeah, Pneumona ultra crosspix silicovu anacononylisis. There you go, mate.
microscopic silicovolcanocynosis.
Pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanooniosis.
I think that's pretty close.
New mono ultra microscopic Kaliamalani Mahona Olu Olu.
Great attempt.
Thank you. Cheers.
Pneumo ultra microscopic silicovolcanosis.
That's it. That's the one. He's done it.
Yeah, I think that's the longest word,
Yes,
isn't it?
Yes, it is. Great work, Luke. You've won.
We welcome you back here for this second half, the second game of Magic Round. The Renegades convincingly leading 12 points to 0. And Bristol, it's just been compounding for the Marlins. Just too many mistakes, I think, is costing this.
Well, there was only 4 mistakes there to the Marlins and 2 to the Renegades. So I think it's more that where they've made their mistakes, which really makes it hard. And hopefully the Marlins can come out here, and I'm about to commentate a curse and say hopefully hold them down their end. But on that note, though, there was some positives to that. Akatank with 109 metres. Rocky Rivers, 163 metres. Jimmy the Jet, 106 metres in that first half. And Ryan Wilson actually had 2 line breaks. Alternatively, when you look at the stats for the Marlins, it's not so great, as we see Jack Carl with 79 metres, but 4 line breaks, certainly leading the line breaks in this game so far. Lucas Deuce has 70 metres, but he has 12 tackles and 0 missed, and I think that's a really important stat. He's certainly doing a lot of work in defence, as Deuce.
You were talking about Jack Carl before, obviously. The Marlins moved him to the fullback role for this second half, trying to get his hands on the ball a little bit more. Lockerman up the middle. Big run over the 40, third tackle. They're going to go back to Jack Carl. Right forward, just short of halfway, fourth tackle. Mark Henry. Now, 5th and last. It's going to go. I'm not going to try and say it's going to be first tackle, and it's going to go. We take second tackle over the 20-metre line. Sorry for that, my technical difficulties once again. Just striking it out. Perfect time.
Yeah, sure. They're off to Akatank. Akatank's putting that kick down into there's just in between the 40 and 30 metre line, and Mahana Olu takes 3 steps and is met by a stern defence there from the Renegades, as we get to see Ryan Wilson take a scoot from dummy half. He's met by the second person in marker there, as we get to see Carl now. He's going to take a go from it, and he certainly does a lot better work there than the previous run out. It's passed out along to Davis, and Davis is met and pushed back. I think he's tackled where he caught the ball. As now Ryan Wilson to Lockie Martin, Martin to Jay, and off to Henry, and Henry's through a hole. He throws the offload back, and Caleb Jay stopped before he could make any tracks through. They get up, they play the ball, last tackle. And I hear Tyrone's fixed his problem, so I'll hand it back over to him after Eddie Oliver kicks it over to the corner.
As now the Marlins trying to just stranglehold the Renegades inside their own end. No, I'm still going to say realism. I'm not going to try and butcher anything. As Kobe Kelly fends one off. Gets up to the 30-metre line, third tackle. It's going to go. So another Rivers. I think they switched a couple of the Rivers boys at half time from top and second row, so it's going to be even more part of it. One Rivers headed. Rivers headless. He stays on the wing. Fifth to last. And another Rivers from the this is becoming fun to try and say Rivers every 3 seconds as Hellier takes it up just short of the 20. And Driscoll, you have to say, so far it's been a better start here from the Marlins.
Yeah, it's 12 points enough. The Marlins, if they... Oh, that nice little throw back into Hellier, and he's throwing that offload. I'm not sure what Ryan Wilson, did he trip them on the way to running? As we get to see now, Eddie Oliver, is 12 points enough, Tyrone?
Not too sure. As Taylor, I don't think 12 points. I don't think it will be. But as great kick, Sonny Ty down the sideline. He's flirting with that sideline. He's going to stay in though. Not afraid to try and test the boundaries. McCartney takes it over the 30. Out to Bullock-Lee. Steps one. Driven back inside his own 40. Third tackle here, Marlins. Trying to hold them. McCartney. Taken down. Or they're going to try something. No, they're just going to spread it out wide. Ends off one. Inside the opposition's 40. Renegades. That was a good play there, but unfortunately, last tackle. As it goes back two up and take, kicks it into the back of his own head. That's still offside. He's tall.
This is a good opportunity for the Marlins.
That was probably Akaten's first real bad moment. He's been really good up until then.
Yeah, as we get to see Ken Hellier, they're just going with, but he stopped short. That's a typical Hellier moment as we now get to see the play the ball on the Renegades 40. And they've, and as we get to see there's a Rivers point. He's gone. He will go all the way up to the post.
Oh my. It's still. Just two plays leaving the tackle there again. The Marlins come out in the game. Oh no. Their first half problems are coming back to bite them yet again in the second half. Maybe, just maybe, this might be a bit too much for them.
Not even forcing the Renegades out wide. They get to go straight under the post, and Jai McCartney can slot these with his eyes shut. So, relatively unfortunate. They've got to fix this attack. They had 3 tackles left. They were 40 metres out, and one mistake, and the Renegades run the whole field, 60 metres to score a try. So now I'm wondering, I think 18 might be enough in this game, judging by what we've seen of the Marlins thus far. 12 I can see them making, 18 might be a bridge too far.
Yeah, they're going to have to definitely change something up if they want to get close. Good start here for the Renegades. Gets it over the 30. He's tackle 2. They're going to look to go right. It will get into the hands of Kobe Kelly. And straight out Eddie Oliver. Third tackle now. McCartney takes it himself, bends off Eddie Oliver, gets the offload to Jimmy the Jet. Oh, Mark Henry! Woo! That's a big shot. Mark Henry. Mark Henry.
That's a big shoulder to run into. Jeez.
Too big. Way too big. I can take it out. Kicks it down to Mahanu Oluolu on the wing. Mahanu Oluolu, something done. Yet again. He's been a stone wall in defence, I have to say. Sonny Tyre, captain standing up. He's been one of the reasons why the Marlins have been kept in the donut.
Yeah, 6 tackles in the first half, and I believe 4 of those, as we get to see Mahanu Oluolu right there. But six tackles in the first half. I think all of those were on Carl. So really kept Carl quiet in that first half, even though Carl was making those line breaks, stopping him before he could make an effect. Because now we get to see Lachlan Martin.
This has been a fun little set. What they do? On inside. Renegades, they are playing really well.
Yeah, their go forward in attack has been something that's a standout, especially coming out of their own end. And now I'm about to be commentated curse, and they're going to be stuck in their 20. They've just seemed to make a lot more meters just coming out of their own end than the Marlins have. And the Marlins have had their opportunities attacking. They've been few and far in between, as we get to see now. Lachlan Martin, this is a prime opportunity for the Marlins to actually get back on the board.
They have to score here. They literally have to score here. Mark Henry. 10 metres out. Second tackle. Goes. Lachlan Martin.
Oh.
One of their standout players, Lachlan Martin, standing up when he needs to. Great man. And he's made it easier for his ball kicker. Should be 18-6, but can't rule anything out.
No, you're not wrong. But he found that way too easy. That was some soft defence from the Renegades, and that might come back and bite them in the butt if they allow their fence to get leaky like that, especially with the experience that Lachlan Martin brings to the team.
Marlins conversion of the night. Will they be able to keep the momentum going? Personally, I just have that feeling that the clock is going to be their biggest problem. I just think they got 22 minutes. I just think the way they've been playing, if they can get on a roll, they might be able to go for Driscoll. I just can't see them getting enough points in time.
I mean, anything's possible. As I said, like we managed to get 3 in 15 against the Renegades last week, and I did say at the start of the game that if the Renegades line starts leaking holes at the back end of the second half, then 3 tries is not out of the question. But realistically, they have to be the next to score, and they have to do it fast.
I would have to agree with that. Is Harrison not a great set here? 5th and last, they're going to have to kick out of their own 30, out of their own 40. Caleb J. Well, he does a good job at it. Kicks it down to Rivers, the try scorer. Steps 1. Helly's there. But to start with good field position as it goes to Sonny Tide. Oh, I want to run straight at Mark Henry. That's a pretty poor decision, that is. Down the short side, Rivers, the try scorer. Steps! Jack Carl, thankfully the club defence got there. The Renegades would have been in again. Short ball, 4th tackle, just before the 40-metre line. The Renegades spread it out here to Rossini. And he'll be taken down 5th and last. Where will they go? Left-hand side. Rivers kicks it down to the wing of Mahano Oluolu. Takes it on the full. Steps 1. Now Driscoll, how the mark? How do you reckon the mark will try and get that goal?
Oh, they've got to score, and as I said, they've got to score quickly. You've got 18 minutes. Oh, this might be the chance here as Carl gets to go on another line break. Yeah, they've just got to score. We're heading to that point of the game where if they don't get at least one more try, get it down to the last 10 minutes, and if it's 6 points in it, anything can happen, and we could see a golden point extra time, but we've got to see that first. I haven't seen it yet, but if judging by that last try, if they get their opportunity, they'll certainly strike.
As Bullock-Lee doesn't step, shallow kick, or kick. As now we get to see Sonny Ty Jr. He's winding up. Oh, he's gone back. I think the Marlins have done a good job of containing him in attack, not letting him do much, but it's more so that they're not containing anyone else. They're letting 3 line breaks go through the middle and out on the inside edges. Is Rivers now over halfway. 4th tackle. It's going to go back for Kobe Kelly. Under space. Eddie Oliver wrapped him up perfectly. 5th and last on the 40-metre line and lining up on the left. He will go that way. Rivers, great kick. Hellier. What can he do? He steps 1, but covered fence is there yet again, Driscoll. And the Marlins, it's now becoming a race against time.
Yeah, time is not their friend here. You've got to really give it to the Renegades forwards at this point. And I think that was the point, is that you can get around the Renegades' edges, but their front line and their middle forwards really do a lot of work in both attack and defence. And I think they've built a brilliant platform that allows them to really make those inroads into the defence of the Marlins.
Back to Shea Hardy. What's a big kick? Great kick down to Willie. He has to go all the way to his own end. Great defence. The Renegades held inside their own 10. Get up to work it out of their own end. Keen, driven back. The Marlins, they've figured out that they need to put the pressure on Rossini. Driven up. Marlins, there yet again. Up and takes the tackle over the 20. They're not getting anywhere, the Renegades. Casano, driven back even further. This has been an incredible defensive set for the Marlins. They're going to try and kick it out here. Arcatay, big kick. It goes down to Hellier. It's a bounce on the 30.
This might be their chance here if they can get it up their end. We'd certainly hope with the likes of Carl and Lockie Martin that they've got something in their tanks here to really give it to the Renegades and make this a real contest.
You get to see inside to
Carl.
Just not able to get anywhere though. Now, Wilson just takes it up. Very terrible end to the set. The Renegades, we're looking to pounce on it.
He's off again. He's off again. It's only Mark Henry chasing him. Oh no. He's all the way. Oh, beautiful. That ends this contest, I'm happy to call it. Great run from Rivers. He's just ran 98 metres to pop it under the post again. Didn't force him out. Bad defence. Really got to run up in a line, meet that defender off the kick. But they haven't done that, and they're paid for it. Unfortunate for the Marlins. They were hanging in there on a thread, but I think they've just snapped that thread right off.
Yeah, that's Renegade. Absolutely. The way they backed up last week, come out here on the big stage of Magic Round, just put up a performance like they have. It's just the test of character that they have. It shows how influential their leader can be, Sonny Tyler, and the 4 Rivers boys, they've all been immaculate. As now, another one of the Rivers just takes up.
Can't really fault anybody in the Renegades. I think they've all, that's what I mean, unit-wise, they've all done their part. They've done the small things right. Those little things that they haven't made a lot of errors. I don't think they've made an error in this half, or if they have, maybe one. All of those things culminate, like at halftime it was 60-40 possession to the Renegades, and I think once we get to full time it might be 70%. Yeah, 70%, because they've just strangled the Marlins out of this game.
That's a 40-20. Oh, it is.
Oh, wow.
Up its game. Now that's the biggest stage of this performance. 40-20. As Rivers up the middle. I think it was only Jack Cole there. Would have been in for another try. Rossini up the middle. Another great tackle there from Jack Cole. Short. Rivers out to Rivers. He's going to go close. Less than a metre. Into Sonny Tyler. Will he drive? He will. He's on his back.
There's nothing I'd expect less from Sonny Tyler Jr. there to get turned over. This hole. They've really got their tails up, and I didn't expect this. My tips would definitely had Marlins winning after the shocking performance we've seen from the Renegades, but they've bounced back amazingly. Certainly put their hands up to say, no, we are a top 4 team in this competition.
They get close once again. They're going to have one more play in this set. Oh, bomb. It's going to be short from the line. Sonny Ty taps it back. Joe McCartney. He's going to go for the line.
He's got it. Wow.
Oh, no, you can't. And
that's very clearly. No one there to help that defender. And as we've seen so far this season, McCartney doesn't need any help at doing barge over tries. He's got plenty of them, and he can add another one of those to his list.
Yeah. Renegades are now pouring it on. Absolutely pouring it on. McCartney looking to convert his own try. He will do so. Then he points to six.
Yeah, they certainly showed up this week. They must have came with a better plan. Marlins were so close last week. I really did think they'd do better within this matchup, but we get to see any sort of improvement from what they did in their first round. So it's a bit of a setback, but I'm sure they'll go back to the drawing board and see what they can do with what they. Oh, it's hit the post. What a kickoff. There you go. Crossbar challenge complete. You may as well give that to the kickoff person from Marlins.
Second tackle to Renegades. Give it off to O'Callaghan, who went straight in the market. It's not a good combo, that. Not a good combo, this. It's going to go. They're going to spread it out to Rivers. He's already scored twice. Jack Cole is there. Fourth tackle. Goes McCartney. Rivers again. 0 meters game on the second quarter. Anyways.
Yep, fair
goes
enough.
Down to Hellion. Steps, but Dino Sunny Tyre in the line. Underneath. They were just pick the fence once again. Wilson gets it out to Harrison. And with only less than 4 minutes to go, for Marlins. Will Brisbane time whistle! What a shot, Noel Gallagher! He's been sunk on his backside. Oh. That is deflating. It's full tackle. They're going to try something. No, they're going to long ball inside. Carl gets to the 40. He's the last. It goes. Caleb J. Straight down the guts. Sonny Tyre. Will he do anything? Probably not. Yep. Oh.
He'd be used to doing nothing by now.
Yeah, I think he is. But his team's doing everything else. I think he can get away with it. And he can't complain. As third tackle 40 out. To Keane. Keane will just take it up. 35 out. Fourth tackle. It's going to go. Long ball. Out to another Rivers. He'll just drive. Not enough for an attacking kick. They'll just probably cut it down, you have to say. Fifth and last. That probably is their last chance with the ball, the Renegades. As I just don't know what's happened there. I just don't know. There's only a minute to go anyways. So it's, in the long run, it's not going to matter. It's going to go. Ooh. I think that winger or the centre was lining up the intercept. He didn't get it though. He didn't try it. Understandable as Gallagher just takes it up. They're going to try 40-20 here. Just 20 seconds to go. You may as well. It's not going to be a 40-20. It's going to go
20 metres?
Barely any.
20 metres.
Well,
Yeah,
they're going to get
20.
one more play off. It's not going to matter. It went about 80 metres side. That'll be it. The Renegades. A very mature performance. 30 points to 6 winners over the Northern Marlins. And Driscoll, you'd have to say that was a complete performance.
That really was. That was a big turnaround on last week, and there were players that played for Marlins last week that really played really well. Harrison was kept quiet, and I thought he played an amazing game in their last game. But here we are, and like as I said, I wasn't expecting the Renegades to run away with it 30-6. I thought it was going to be a closer match, but as we can see, the Renegades turned up, and they turned up well. And as you can see, there's 200 more meters gained in the just so that's 2 football fields they've ran further than the Marlins, and that's why you get that score, like 5 tries to 1, 60-40 possession. So it kept the same as what it was half time. Errors evened up. Again, the errors that the Marlins made really were in the wrong spot on the field, where if you make an error in the attacking end, it's not so as costly to your game. More tackles made by the Marlins, that's to be expected with the possession. Missed tackles 42-49, close. Like that's only a handful. Line breaks is the big difference here. That's 8 more line breaks, 5 and 4 more tries. That sort of explains it. As we move over to the Renegades, I'll let you go through these, Tyrone.
Renegade Sataka Tank, arguably one of the best players on the night. 166 metres, 11 tackles not missed, 270 kicking metres, try assist, and a 40-20. Arguably his best performance as Rocky Rivers, 228 metres, 19 tackles, 4 line breaks, and the try. Whoa! Rapid Rivers, I think he was the one on the wing. 423 metres, 7 line breaks, 2 tries, 2 kick return tries, or 2 long range tries. Compounding those run metres, Sunny Ty, captain, fantastic, 128 metres, 12 tackles, 4 line breaks. Jimmy the Jet, it was just, to be honest, an all-round performance there from the Renegades. As now we scroll over to the Marlins, and we see that sort of got a little bit better in that second half. Lucas Deuce, probably their standout player nearly, 132 metres, 11 tackles, 200 kicking metres. Lachlan Martin, another standout player, 146 metres, the try, 17 tackles. Mark Henry, 24 tackles in the middle, quite impressive. Jack Carl, yet again, elusive, 138 metres, 6 line breaks. But all in all, it just wasn't to be their day, Driscoll.
No, that's right. Actually, I think a big shout out to in the Renegades lineup would be Rossini when he came off the bench. He done quite a lot in the go forward for Renegades, and it might be like you don't notice as much because they do less time, but he certainly did a lot. Outstanding performance from the Renegades. I think you're right. Lucas Deuce was probably the best player on the park for the Marlins. He certainly didn't give up until the very end. So, on that note, Game 2 on Magic Round has been completed. Yeah. I'm your co-host Luke, and Tyrone, send us away.
Yeah, well deserved win. As we look forward to the last game of Magic Round coming up just after this. What a game it's going to be. I don't know who's playing. Probably should have done my homework, but it's going to be a great game, and we'll see you very shortly.